So, my vision for Wichita Falls is that we create such a robust business community that is well connected. People know each other. It's friendly for businesses to do business in Wichita Falls. That people not only want to come to the city to do business, but they stay here. So that we are helping Forward Wichita Falls bring new business here.
Welcome to the Falls Homefront, where Wichita Falls leads in North Texas real estate, business, and life. This show is designed to help you make smarter real estate decisions, to grow your business strategically, and to stay connected with what's happening in our community. Today's episode is focused on something that impacts every business owner, homeowner, and residents in Wichita Falls: the strength and direction of the local economy and the business community. Today I'm joined by Cindy Shafer, the CEO of the Wichita Falls Chamber of Commerce. Cindy brings a strong background in community leadership and organizational growth, previously serving as a CEO of Network of Community Ministries in Texas. She has extensive experience building partnerships across government, education, and healthcare sectors. Experience that directly translates into strengthening communities like ours. Welcome to the show, Cindy.
Thanks, Tim. It's really great to be here with you.
Could we start by talking a little bit about your background and what brought you here to Wichita Falls?
Sure. So I've been in nonprofit leadership most of my career. I did start as a high school English teacher back in the day. I won't say how long ago that was, but very quickly moved to nonprofit and have been in fund development as well as executive director, CEO roles probably for the last 20 to 25 years, have been in the senior level roles of all size organizations. But one of the things that was really important in all of that work was being well connected with the community, which included the Chamber of Commerce. I saw the great value that the Chamber of Commerce brought to not only businesses, but also to other nonprofits. And for me as a leader, it connected me to people, introduced me to people that I would not otherwise have had opportunity to meet. In 2020, right after the pandemic started, my husband and I had moved from the Metroplex up closer to this area, and he retired, but I was still working remote and working for organizations that were in the Metroplex. But really decided here about a year ago, or maybe 6 months ago, that it was really hard to work from home. As much as it's nice to wear t-shirts and flip-flops every day, all day, I miss being with people and I miss those community connections. And I really started looking for another role. And when I saw the position open with the Chamber of Commerce as their CEO, I applied for it, not knowing really where it would go, but obviously here I am. And it's been a great transition for me. And it is what I love to do. I love connecting people. I love to really invest in people and find out what their needs are and how I can help them, or connecting them with someone else that I know that can help them, in really making our community stronger and better in that way.
Great. That's an interesting background and gives you a different perspective, I think, than previous people that were in your role. So lots of people hear about the Chamber of Commerce. They don't really know exactly what that means or what the Chamber of Commerce does. Could you give us a little insight?
Absolutely. And I really want to start by saying that even if you think you know what the Chamber of Commerce in Wichita Falls did, it might not still be true today. Historically, the Chamber of Commerce in Wichita Falls has been here since 1901. That's when the organization was founded. And during almost all of that tenure, there were chamber functions, which I'll explain more here in a minute, as well as economic development. But in October of last year, the organization split, and economic development features of the organization moved to Forward Wichita Falls. So Forward Wichita Falls is a separate 501c3 organization. It's a nonprofit. And their purpose is to bring new business to Wichita Falls. So they are the ones that are going out and meeting with the Amazons, with the data centers, all of those businesses that we're talking about very recently coming to the area. And they're the ones that are bringing them here. Welcome, like showing what we have to offer at Wichita Falls, making the deals with them, so to speak, which really it's just about helping them to navigate the systems here. There aren't deals that people think there are. But the Chamber of Commerce's role, and this is what we do and have always done in addition to those economic development, but now this is all we're doing. We're here to support business. So all sizes, from the mom and pop, or just the mom, or just the pop, the one person businesses, up through the large employers, that our role is to make connections for people, connect them one to another, help them with networking, because we know creating opportunities for people to network helps them not only to expand their business to business, but also to meet people that are like them, that are like-minded, that can help resource them. So regardless of if you are that small one-person business or you're the HR director from United Regional, there are times when you might need somebody to run something by. Hey, we're having this problem over here. Have you experienced that before? What did you do? We have this great success going on. We want to celebrate it. Help us celebrate. We make those connections so that can happen for people. We do educational programs. We have done small business series before, helping people navigate how do you work with the city on permitting and zoning, things like that. What if you're moving your business? What are you required to do with the city? We can help with that, and we can also help make connections in the city, because sometimes they don't know who to call. Who is the person who handles this thing that I need from the city? And we can help with that too. And then educational opportunities. We have events, a lot of events. Last year we had over 100 events, which they're awesome. So last week we had our State of the Economy event, where we had 260 people from around Wichita Falls come together to hear about what's happening in our economy, to learn more about business coming, to learn more how economic development works, and meet some of those people. That was a great event. Coming up here soon will be, and it has not been announced yet the date, but in general, people know State of the Community is coming up next, and I will be the first to tell you that we are focusing on the nonprofit community for the State of the Community, and you will see some cool things there. I think exposing people to what the nonprofit community does for everyone, not just for a specific niche of people that have this one need. We want to talk about how it really adds to the overall well-being of Wichita Falls. We do those kinds of things. And then we also support Shepherd Air Force Base. So that is part of our mission, to help improve quality of life for those men in uniform as well as their families. That is something that we love to do to support our friends over at Shepherd. That has been a great relationship. We want to make sure that they are welcome in the community. We want to make sure also that our businesses have a way to give back to our servicemen and women and their families. So we have a We Support Shepherd program, and you do not have to be a chamber member to actually participate in that. Anybody can participate, and it's just a way for a business to identify that they have something special for the servicemen and their family. So it could be something as simple as they give a military discount, or you can get a free cup of coffee, something like that. But we have a way to identify that, and also to connect the servicemen and their families so they know what the businesses are that will support them. So those are the main functions that we do here.
Yes, yeah. So previous people that were leaders of the chamber had to do a lot of work with bringing new businesses in with economic development, as well as trying to support the local businesses. Now that has a clear divide, and there's a completely new organization that is focused on that economic development. How does that free you up to help the local businesses?
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm most excited about is everyone who is in my seat prior to me, they split their time, and it's a lot. It's a lot to focus on economic development. There's a lot of travel. There's a lot of moving parts. You have to field phone calls, emails, people interested in learning more about the city. And that takes a lot of time. And I don't know what the ratio is for how many people call versus how many people actually come here. But I can tell you a lot more people are interested than actually bring a business to town. But it takes a lot of energy to field all of those inquiries. But I don't have to do all that. I get to focus on just supporting the business community. And it's something that I'm excited about. And I think the business community is too, especially small businesses. I think there was a lot of attention paid to the larger businesses because it's really, you get bigger bang for your buck with the larger businesses. They have more employees, their footprint's bigger, all of that. When you only have so much time in the day, some of the smaller businesses really just didn't get the attention that I think they needed. So that is the benefit of me just being able to focus on the chamber function. As I have time to focus on everyone, regardless of the size of the business, the shepherd, the military base, all of those things, that it's all important. And I know it was always important prior to. It's just there's only so many hours in the day and you had to prioritize. But my prioritize is focusing on all business.
Yeah, that's great. And there's not that many people there. It's pretty small staff there at the chamber. So,
Yes,
so there's a lot of work to do.
there is.
For business owners, maybe someone's been a member in the past, maybe they have never been a member of the chamber. Who should join the chamber and what should they expect if they do join?
Honestly, I believe everybody should join the Chamber of Commerce. There is benefit from the one-person business who would have access to our Wake Up Wichita Falls events to meet other chamber members, as well as our business after hours. You get a different audience there based on who's available to go. If you have small kids, maybe you can't do the after hours because you have to go home or something like that. But it's different audiences to be able to connect with them, and I think that's a great opportunity. In the larger businesses, they also get to meet people. So they may have a need for a caterer or a realtor, anything all the way around. There is benefit for everyone. And we have membership levels too for all levels. Our basic membership right now is $149. And there's different levels and different benefits that go with that. But for $149, for a business to be able to connect with other businesses through the Chamber of Commerce is really a bargain. And we are changing our membership levels later this year in October. So get in on the ground floor now while it's still available. And also, if you're a brand new business, all members have the opportunity to have a ribbon cutting. And there's actually a ribbon cutting going on right now that my team is at, which is a great event where we can celebrate the opening of the new business. We have our Gold Coat ambassadors that will go out and celebrate with you, the ribbon, the big scissors, the whole 9 yards, which is a great thing to get out to the community to show what's going on. So everybody should join the chamber. It is affordable. And yesterday every quarter we invite the people who have joined that quarter to come for an event. It's called Maximizing Membership, where you find out all of the things that are going on and available to you. And we had a nice little group yesterday that came to the most recent Maximizing Membership, and all of them went around the room and said how valuable it has already been for them to join the chamber, the people they have met, that it has increased their business, and just being able to connect has been really important for them. So we do have testimonials as well.
Yeah, that's great. This is a good community. A lot of business owners come together and help each other. And
Yeah, they do.
but it's important for people to take advantage of the opportunities to do the networking, to come out and to participate in the events.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, it's good. Speaking about events, you mentioned the State of the Economy event that we just had and talked about the recent data center announcement with Skybox coming here and building that. So that's great from an economic development standpoint. So how do existing businesses, small or large businesses that are here right now, how do we take advantage of the opportunities that are going to be coming? What other opportunities are going to come because this data center announcement is here now?
So with the data center, it's going to create just an outflow of opportunity, because what we know in the next several years, as they're actually building out the data center, we can expect 3,000 to 5,000 employees in Wichita Falls at any given time doing construction. So that is an increase in restaurants and some retail shopping. And a big thing is housing. When we know that can be challenging for us, there are RV parks that are being built as well as the ones that we already have. I understand, they're developing just tiny homes types of things, but that's going to create an opportunity for housing. But it's a temporary thing. So we know those 3,000 to 5,000 people, once the data center is built out, those are not permanent jobs. But with the data center, though, they're expecting 300 to 500 permanent positions, and they're saying it's going to be more on the 500 jobs side of things. And those are permanent positions. So what that means is that there are 500 people employed there. They are looking at, or to Wichita Falls first, to our own local people to be employed. So it may not be a lot of new employees, but there will be some new people coming into town, which again, the housing industry, childcare, there is, even without the data center, we need more quality childcare for our kids. That's a huge barrier for people. But housing is big, childcare is big, in everything that goes with that. So again, restaurants, retail space, all of that as the area grows. And the Skybox is the first to announce a big industry coming to town. And I am not privy to insider information with anything. We're not part of economic development anymore, but I do know we're right next door to Forward Wichita Falls, so I still hear buzz. And I know there's a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. So I believe that this is just the first of many announcements that we will have. And Amazon, that's another thing that they just moved here. I opened the doors right before Christmas, and they are employing 400 people. It's a large employer as well. And they are continuing to grow. So, that is going to be a growing employer. So we have great things happening in our business community. And we want to be able to support people in all of those endeavors and connect them to one another so that the growth here happens on purpose and we can connect with the business owner.
Yes, that's very important. Yeah. What other chamber events are going to be scheduled this year? There's Leaderfest is coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, towards the end of the year.
Leaderfest will be in October this year. We are still finalizing the details on that, but it'll be in mid-October, and we'll be making some announcements about that soon. But that is going to be an all-day event. It will be a Friday in October where we bring some well-known speakers to the area to really invest in our people. So and we believe that everyone is a leader, regardless of their role, regardless of what chair they sit in a business or an organization. And we want to help people grow. So Leaderfest will be that event in October. Normally we've held that in August, but we're moving it this year to October. And as I said earlier, every month we have Wake Up Wichita Falls. We have Business After Hours. State of the Economy just finished. We have State of the Community coming up, and that will be in the next month and a half or so. You'll see announcements for that. And then we'll have State of the Workforce later on, which will be a great event as well. And then we're working on something new, a different state of for later this year. So that's going to be another big announcement that I do not want to get ahead of myself and announce because my team will not be happy if I give away too many secrets. Now, all of these events, the best way to stay up to date with what's happening is to subscribe to our weekly newsletter. So every Thursday at 10:30, our newsletter is distributed to a distribution list, so all of our members, but you can just sign up for it. So if you go to our website, wichitafallschamber.com, there is a link there, it's a little button to sign up for our newsletter. So you do not have to be a member to get that. Our members automatically do, but anybody can sign up for that. So you can see what's happening, you can see what's going on. You can connect with us to join the chamber, but that's always a great way to stay on top of what are the events, how to register, what the cost is if there's a cost to it, and that's probably the easiest way to stay up to date.
Okay, great, thank you. Yeah, that's good. What your vision for Wichita Falls moving forward?
So my vision for Wichita Falls is that we create such a robust business community that is well connected. People know each other. It's friendly for businesses to do business in Wichita Falls. That people not only want to come to the city to do business, but they stay here. So that we are helping forward Wichita Falls, bring new business here because they just realize what a great community is. So my vision is just to create a friendly community that is well known, respected, and people want to come here because they see what a great community it is. As I said earlier, and as people learned at the State of the Economy, our city does not pay for people to come here. We don't have these big incentives that we give to businesses. Our incentive needs to be that, you know what, this is a great place to be. There's great quality of life. We have great schools, great homes, great shopping, all of those things. My vision is to create that robust business community that not only attracts people, but it keeps them here.
That's good. What excites you most about being the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce?
Really, to me, the most exciting thing is about getting to meet all of the people that I do. I love connecting with people, but also learning about them so I know who to connect them to. In just meeting some different people that I otherwise would never get to meet. Like, for example, last week, Shepherd hosted a group of other pilots from NATO, so representatives from NATO. So globally, around the world, they hosted some visitors here and their families. And I had the opportunity 2 different times to be at events where they were. That was so interesting to talk to people from Denmark and the UK, Germany. And really, I would have never gotten to do that had I not been in this position. And it's really cool, the people that I get to meet and just interact with.
Yes, that is great, the diversity that we have, especially with the international community participating at Shepherd. And lots of military people like myself choose to stay here or come back here to Wichita Falls after an assignment at Shepherd. Thank you for your time and for your leadership. The work that you do, connecting businesses, helping small businesses grow, helping current businesses expand is very important for our community. And if somebody is looking to connect and to learn more about what the Chamber does, what's the best way for them to do that?
Really checking out our website. It's wichitafallschamber.com. And you will see all the information about the Chamber on the website, but you can also see all of our staff. And if you want to drop an email, there are links there to email me and anyone else. I love talking and meeting with new people. So if you want to have coffee, have lunch, whatever, reach out, send me an email, and I am happy to connect with anyone as well as my team. But that's the best way to learn more about what we do. That and sign up for our newsletter, which you can do from that website as well.
Yes, and there's also a strong social media presence with the Chamber. You're on Facebook and...
We are. Yeah, we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, all the usual sites. And there are links to that from our website, because I keep referring back to the website. But I know sometimes it's hard to find things. Chamber of Commerce are everywhere. If you need help with that, you can get that from our website.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's great having you on. And for those listening, if you have found this episode helpful, make sure that you like or subscribe and share it with someone who wants to stay connected to what's happening here in Wichita Falls. And if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, especially here in Wichita Falls or around Shepherd Air Force Base, I'd be happy to be a resource for you. You can reach me directly, and you can also find helpful tools and resources and insights on my website, timlockharthomes.com. So thank you again for listening to the Falls Homefront, where Wichita Falls leads in North Texas real estate, business, and life.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Appreciate you tuning in. Want more insider tips on buying, selling, and investing in Wichita Falls and North Texas? Subscribe now and keep watching. Your next move starts here.